Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 episode 24 for this series. Let's unpause the game and get started. We're on a big race here. Try to nab ourselves at 10,000. Try to close the gap between winning and losing, essentially. I mean, I don't think you can really lose unless you go bankrupt. We're far from going bankrupt, sitting at $2,700 right now. But we do still want to win because I like winning. Winning is good. I play games to win. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a small food stand area over here. Nothing too crazy. Just something really small and tucked away in here. That'll net us some profit. Not that we need profit, but I still got to take care of the guests. I can't neglect them even if I'm doing really well right now. When it comes to profit. So I think the guests are going to want a hamburger stand. I'd say that's probably expected. So let's get that nice and opened up. They're going to want something to drink with their hamburgers. Ooh, ice cream. We'll get some ice cream. Not to drink, but we'll put ice cream. Oh, it's facing the wrong way. Can I not? Okay. Close. Okay, all I can do is bulldoze it. Then turn it around and rebuild. There we go. Alright, and then for beverage, I've already got soda down. Like something different. Starfruit drink stall. Yeah, definitely not going to go with soybean milk. So we'll get a starfruit drink. Starfruit. I've never had starfruit, actually. But I'm pretty sure it's good. All these are open, right? Open, open, and open. Not open, actually. Now open. That's why I always check. Alright, let's offer some, let's see, fruit juice, which I think is star fruit. Try to draw more people towards the back of the park here, which actually you can see a lot of people are coming back here, especially because I put this food court here. I think it's going to make a difference. Advertising campaign for the park and particular ride. We're going to go again with the Splash Tastic, which was the new ride we had. Get that up there. I'm going to keep the marketing screen open because I am eyeballing the profit that we make each month, trying to really get a feel for what's going on. I'm going to lower this down the fast speed a little bit because it does get somewhat annoying having the park running that quickly in the background. Alright, we want to set this up as an eating area. And to do that, I'm going to do this. Like so. Alright, here's what it's going to look like, the eating area. We're going to go like this, this. Actually, not that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, let's get some trash cans, give people a place to throw their food out. I'll just put them kind of on these stairs here. I think that's the best place for them. Some up here. Get some benches for people to sit down with and eat their food. That's what the benches are for. Alright. There, enough benches, enough trash cans in the area. Think that's going to keep people happy. I'm going to grab up a handyman here who doesn't actually have an assigned location, drop him off here so he can empty out these trash cans. Then I'm going to keep him down here, actually. I'm going to grab him up and drop him in areas I need him. 7,300. Holy crap. What are we looking at for cash? Ooh, oh my god, 2,200 guests. Okay, things are getting out of control. The game's actually starting to slow down a little bit too. You can see it in the guests. That the game is starting to slow down a little bit. My computer can handle it perfectly fine. I've got a modern computer, you know. I'm not lacking computer-wise, but the game wasn't really meant to hold. I don't think a park was meant to hold really that many guests. That's a lot of guests. But I feel like you have to have that many to actually achieve this goal, so there's that. Alright, any rides over here that aren't doing well and could probably be removed. The spiral slide's actually doing awful right now. But I'm going to lower that to 40 cents because I like where it is. Other than that, everything else looks pretty good. I guess I'm going to build another roller coaster. Here comes the rain. Okay, he's going through and cleaning all of that up. That makes me pretty happy, actually. Alright, so roller coaster. What do we got here? We got lots of choices. I like the flying turns a lot. Holy crap, that's a really cool roller coaster. I don't know where the hell I'm going to fit this. I don't think I can fit this anywhere. No. There is no way that this is going to fit anywhere. I could build my own, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, what else do we got? Can I actually get this somewheres? That's one thing I gotta consider too, is the fact that I don't really have room for any more roller coasters. I could fit one here if it was compact enough. Okay, I'm gonna close this now. Actually, crap. I'm gonna bring it back because I got this whole area here that needs to be cleaned. 73. Alright, let's get these advertisement campaigns running again. We'll go for the fruit juices again. Try to draw people towards the back of the park. And how's Splashtastic doing? Pretty damn well. Bumped up to 550. It looks like people are gladly going to ride it for 550, so 550 it is. Holy crap, the traffic at the front of the park. However, the monorail system's really doing a good job, I think, at mitigating people from just hanging out here. I think they're getting on here and they're riding. Plus, people near the back of the park are able to make it up to the front of the park. However, 40 cents might have been a little too steep. I'm going to lower that to 10 cents. Because, to be honest with you, I might even make it free. Because, to be honest with you, I need people... This isn't supposed to be fun. I need people to ride the monorail. That guy literally came up there and just took pictures and left. I need people to ride the monorail so they can get to the other parts of the park. I don't need them to ride it because it needs to make money. Because it doesn't need to make money. Okay, it's broke. Luckily, there's 4 different places for somebody to go and fix it, so it shouldn't be an issue. Should get up and running pretty quickly. Here comes the main... Yep, right there's the mechanic now. Advertising campaign for... Oh, there we go. Let's do the Viper this time. We'll go with 5 weeks, since that's what the other ones are for. Trying to keep these somewhat lined up. Sitting at 2,300 guests. I said 25 to 3,000 for me to hit my 10,000 mark. That was just a really good guess. I don't know if that's actually going to work or not. But I kind of hope it does. Park's looking pretty clean for the most part. I see a lot of broken benches, but I'm not going to go through fix all of those. I wish there was just some way to just pay for every bench to be fixed. That would be a really neat feature. So I do not want to pay. I do not want to go through and actually try to fix every single one. Okay, this is somewhat of a small roller coaster. I could get it to fit over here by the exit of the Viper. Or even better yet, right here. I do like that, but let me turn the theme off. I'm debating if that's going to be too much. I don't think so. I could turn it this way. But then it's not going to really... No, I'm not going to do that. This way would be the best way for me to do it. Awesome, another roller coaster down, because why not? Got to make that cash. Let's run a test, get an idea for what the value is going to be for it. I've also got to change the colors. Get that nice green that we crave so much. Actually go with black seats. Yellow for that and green. Yeah, I like that. 6.39, 6.67. Easily a $4.50 ride. Now we got to get the entrance and exit going. Which will probably go. Interesting enough, it'll have to go. This is going to be odd. Oh, actually, you know what? Oop. Crap. So close yet so far. This might be tricky. They don't really leave me too many options. This could be kind of weird, but I think it's gonna work. Holy crap, it worked. That was pretty damn lucky that I actually got that to not only work like that, but actually look pretty decent as well. Pretty happy with how that came out. The exit might be even trickier. I'd like to line the exit up similar to how I just did the entrance. If I'm gonna do that, it'll have to go like that. Okay, wow, that actually came out really nice. I'm happy with that. Alright, let's open her up. There we go. Holy crap, this park has a lot of rides. 7,600. Sitting at 2,300 guests. Get the advertisement campaigns started again as soon as the advertising campaign for the Viper ends, actually. We'll start setting them up. Food or drink. Let's go with burgers. That'll get people to the back of the park. Set that up. Vouchers. We don't want the free vouchers because we got to make that money. But the advertising campaign for the park. This park's pumping out a lot of advertisement campaigns. If you were to see like this in the paper. Like, holy crap. What is this called? The Swither. Let's advertise the Swither. 6 weeks. Sitting at $3,200. We've got a lot of cash. 76. I think this episode we're going to bust over 8,000. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So if 2,500 guests gives us a roughly $8,000, then we can expect 3,000 guests to get us 10,000. I would say that's not a unreasonable assumption. Going through, I'm going to adjust some of the prices of these rides in the park that are doing really well. The ones that I know I haven't really adjusted too much yet. So that way I can make sure I'm getting my money's worth. Because ultimately, I need a lot of these rides to make me cash. The Splash-tastic's doing really well at 550. Can I get 6 out of it? I can. Alright, 6 it is. That should get me over the 8,000. Or fairly close to it. You know what? I'm going to connect this path right here with over here. Looking at it, it just looks like it should do that. Oh, crap. One more lower. There. Just the way it just looked like these paths need to connect it. I'll say this needs to connect as well. To the Viper exit. I think that's going to give us the best turnout. Oh, crap. Alright, I really managed to screw that up pretty well. Okay, that'll also work. There we go. So now the park is connected, somewhat centralized in this center portion here. There's bathroom, medical stand, and ATM, I'd say, are all in pretty good spots. Total customers 380, 264 per hour. We're looking at 2,400 guests. Plenty of time for the advertisement to go through. Trying to hit the 2,500 guest mark and the 8,000 ride ticket mark before the end of this episode. So that is actually what we're shooting for right now. I think we're going to make it. Yeah, the guests are climbing pretty quickly. I definitely think we're going to get the 2,500 guests. If we can get $8,000 for ride tickets this episode, we'll be sitting in a pretty nice spot. I actually think hiring more mechanics really made a difference because I'm noticing that the rides are staying healthy longer. Going to get 2 more entertainers because I've got the money to do it now. You know, I should change 2 of their outfits. Because I actually do have some tiger outfits, and tigers are jungle animals as well. So 2 pandas and 2 tigers. Pandas aren't really... I mean, they're jungle, I guess. They are jungle, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, they are jungle, I mean, but am I talking jungle or like rainforest theme? Because they're definitely not rainforest, but they would be jungle. Oh, boy. Ah, holy crap. Holy crap, we need... What? We made 8,900? That can't be right. There must have been something funky going on there. Unless we make over 89... Unless we make 89, that's... I can't count that as an accurate number. Even though that's a pretty good number, I can't count it. And I'll tell you why I can't count it. Because that is extremely high compared to the very gradual incline we see right here. Over the last couple months, we've had a very steady incline of cash. And there's no way we jumped up over $1,600. We only opened up like 2 more rides. And I only bumped up the price of a couple more rides. So there's no way that we jumped up almost $1,500. I don't trust this number for a second. We'll have to wait and see what the month of June brings us. And that'll let me know if that was an accurate number or not. And if it was an accurate number, then we could be even closer than I thought. There we go. 2,500 guests. 2,500 guests. One more roller coaster should honestly push us right there where we need to be. The Spinning Wild Mouse. I don't think I have any of these ones. The Rat Race, Mutant Mouse, Dizzy Mouse. Well, this one has the highest intensity rating. It's a nice small ride, which is what I like because I can fit it in places that it may not normally fit. Obviously, I'm thinking probably right here. Best spot for it. I don't really have any roller coasters over in this area as well. Yeah, halfway through the month and we're sitting at 4,800. That actually might have been a fairly accurate number. I'm going to put this down. Just getting all sorts of roller coasters now. Things are going pretty quickly. I'm kind of excited to... oh my god, that looks that looks awful. Really, none of that looks good. I'm kind of excited to reach this $10,000 and beat this, just because, like, I feel like that's really impressive. There's a lot of work that went into this. Okay, 21st of June, and we're looking at $6,000, so we may actually hit over 8,000. Wow, that would have been a pretty drastic increase from what I was trying to get and what I actually end up getting. I would be really impressed if we actually did that. Is there a better way for me to do this? Probably not. 24th of June, 7,000. No. I'm watching it. 2,700. We're actually going to be over 8,000. Holy crap. We're not going to be 8,900. There's no way. But the fact that we're over 8,000 right now, that was my goal. So it looks like both of my goals are going to be accomplished. Oh. Holy crap. Wow, yeah, it really is 8,900. Wow. That means that this ride might actually push us over that limit there. This ride might actually be the last ride we build. I mean, 8,900, that is impressive. I was not expecting that. I'm not sure what I changed so much that caused that massive difference. I'd imagine it has to be the... it's got to be the difference in prices I did for the park. This is going to be hard to get out of. Because the ride goes up right there. I'm not sure. Feel like right there is where I need to turn. Right there. But then I can't get through that. I can't go that way. I can go this way. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. Nope. Holy crap. $2,400 guests. I've actually lost guests. Probably because my advertisements ran out. Oh, to be honest with you, the entrance is in a bad spot. I'd like to move the entrance. Oh boy, it's the only spot it can fit. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're at the end of this episode, so I'll go through and I'll do the pathing, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. But I think if things keep going the way they're going, we might only have 1 or 2 more episodes left till we actually beat this particular level and earn that $10,000 in ride tickets a month. So we'll see where it goes. However, do hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.